Hi, welcome. um, my name is Lee. Um, okay. There we go. Um, hello. Welcome to the stream. My name is Lee, like I said. And ooh, there's some friends in that Discord. We're not going there though. All right. Okay. Cool. So I'm going live a little early. I do have my published schedule. Fun fact, and it's actually got it. Generally, yes. And I'm doing Warhammer 40k. So why don't we? Yes. Okay. If you can hear me, yes. We agreed on that. Let me put. And we're not doing the dice cam. The reason I don't have a dice cam. There we go. That's a little better. I don't have a dice cam right now because I have a new mic. I might sound better. You might notice. And I don't have a USB splitter, and they both require USB ports. And because my keyboard and mouse on my machine are being, I have to have an external keyboard and mouse, which both require USB ports as well. And my computer only has so many. Bailey is a good computer, but not exactly made for streaming, which, I don't mind them. They're still a good computer. I don't want to, jinx it, but so that means we don't have any dice cams, essentially. Sorry. I didn't get a chance to eat before I stream because I'm starting early. I usually don't get a chance to eat before I stream either. Anyway, though, so and as though and those of you familiar to the stream will know that I do Warhammer 40k streams on Tuesday. So we're doing Warhammer 40k stream today. Warhammer 40k. For those of you who don't know the Warhammer 40k lore, I would be happy to lore dump. I don't want to lore dump though if you already know it. So what my plan is so yes, but we have been as you may know, creating this epic, I don't want to say campaign. It's difficult to call it a campaign. It's a series of characters and planets that we've been creating for a possible campaign. Eventually I'm going to find someone who agrees to play, and then we're just going to give them all these characters and you get to see these guys in action. Until then, we're just kind of interesting. Going with what we got. So we're sharing the joy of collaborative world building, and if you guys want to name any of these characters or help me want any of their stats rerolled, or want to name the planets, or have really cool ideas about geography, like pop in the chat, because I really love collaborative world building more than anything. And yeah. What else? Yeah. so that's the plan for tonight. We are doing that. Then we do this. In the meantime, oh yes, Zumba is... No, that's tomorrow. A very good friend of mine is streaming tomorrow, so we'll have to figure that out. But, and I figured I might be able to catch the tail end of his stream tomorrow, but we'll see. So I'm probably not going to start early, even if I do get done on time, simply, do get back at 10, simply because I want to catch into his. But you should as well. Also, if you happen to be free tomorrow, you should pop into Jay's stream, Lord Gazimba, because he's pretty awesome. Okay. That should, yep, okay. So I'm doing the thing, where we go to all the different, thingamabobs and whatchamajigs and tell everyone we're live, and then hopefully some of them come, 23rd. Okay, so, yeah. Phoenix is a thing. So last time we did Warhammer 40k. Let me check my book O notes. I'm gonna have to take notes in pencil today because I don't know. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Last time we did Warhammer 40k. Zanzaros. Oh, Thea. We were, called Beezus. I actually did a map, a sketch of a map of a planet called Beezus. It's a mining world, bit undertacked, but catching up, and the various ore deposits on the different parts of the planet. There was a very specific reason we did, and I cannot remember what it is. So, what we're gonna do is, we were naming the cities. I remember that much, of this planet. So, my, plan on, oh, right, because it got attacked by orcs. Right, I remember now. That's this one. What else are we doing? I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all the ones I generally do. Oh, yes. And we are, going to go to, boom. Not Philhaven. We're gonna go to here, and pop in. All right. Welcome to the thing. Still no one in the chat, but that's okay. We don't need people in the chat to actually do world building and stuff. It's just more fun if we have people in chat. But, and if you're lurking and you don't want to chat, that's fine. I do appreciate chat, but I am survivable without it. I do run the streams for reasons other than external validation. External validation is nice, though, if you want to pop in and say hi. Wait a second. We never rolled stats. Okay, so we had a character we created. Intersex male presenting guy. He was gay. He had 2 fate points. 1+. Oh, toughness. Right. We never rolled that. So basically, we had a home. We were beginning, and we never actually rolled his characteristics stats, which is the equivalent of stats. So I'm going to bring up the Rogue Trader Real book. That's how we're going to play this. So I can give you a quick, of course, Thirsty Sword Lesbians. No, the ebook on the, yes, this one. Here we go. And then what I can do is go here and share it with you. Come on, there we go. So essentially, how this works. Is I'm gonna go to It specifically says you need snacks, so I have snacks. I'm ahead of the curve. D10s. Normally I just have my dice cam so you can see on my dice, but I don't have my dice cam because it needs the same USB port as my new mic, and figuring I should prioritize sound. Also because the built-in mic in this computer is terrible, so I've been using the one attached to the dice cam, essentially, and I'm still putting all my dice highest side up, though, as per my usual regulation. Boom. Now I have the Seductopus. I have this little thing in my dice tray. I've got it out of a toy machine. I actually wrote up stats, which I will share at some point, for the Seductopus, which is a succubus and also an octopus at the same time. So, it's cool like that. I think I have the notebook with that in it. And then, of course, I have Neuromancer, who's still kicking around, even if you can't see him on camera. He's still, here. My grumpy little T-Rex, gifted by a very good friend of the show, Pat. You didn't leave here, I guess. We have you there. There is that. Okay. So, right. What is an RPG? Interesting notes. Let's see. Imagine a crime drama, adventure film, or war movie, except that instead of passively watching the story unfold, you control one of the characters, making his decisions, selecting his actions, and even speaking for him. The decisions you and your fellow players directly affect the events of the story. Okay. Game dice, how to get D10s, how D10s work, how to do percentiles, grading your explorer, characteristics. Okay, so they usually have you generate characteristics figure out the origin path. I usually do post. Now, here's an interesting thing about the origin path, right? There are two ways to do it, essentially, according to this. There is, right. There's the 2d10s for each one in order, and add 25. Then figure out the bonus. And then there's allocating as an alternate method. In the little GM notes section. Game Master. Here. Which is basically point buy. What I used to like to do is have them roll 3d10 plus 25 9 times and then assign them as they wanted. That's what I do for my players if I have when I have them, very occasionally. I run a game or two of this. But on the stream, I like to roll them all in order because it's the most random, and randomness is how we roll. So let's see. We got weapons. Ballistic. Strength, toughness. I'm writing all this down. Hi! Thank you. It's a few days late, but thank you. Hope you had a good Christmas as well, if you celebrate. Or, you know, at least a nice federal holiday, if not. Welcome to the game. Or the stream, rather. Always fun to have you around. Today we're doing Warhammer 40k. I realized that the last time I did a character creation, I forgot to give him stats. So we're going to go back and give him stats. Fun fact about that is that I actually created a, let's see, thingy, which means that I will allow people to demand rerolls for any of the stats if they think the roll was bad. Either with bits or channel points, so that's cool. Toughness, agility, you don't have to, like, don't feel pressure to buy in with the bits and stuff. It's just to make Darian's, you know, stats better. He's, you know, I mean, he's pretty cool. I've been having fun with his backstory. He ended up with from a planet called Beezus, that was, we actually were working on that last time, and we were naming all the cities, and it was attacked by orcs, the same group of orcs that attacked all the other various members of the Expectus Primus crew, which was something I've been working on, you know, doing some interesting things with that, and, you know, because I've been trying to link their backstories, but yeah, that was messed up in the latest Greenskin attack, the big Greenskin attack that, you know, Zyle got drafted into the army to fight, and, you know, they took down this, the Wa took down the ships that were, what was the ship that a bunch of them were on, that had been drafted by the Explorator fleet, that a lot of the Explorators on the ship currently were on that fleet, haven't been drafted into the, press gang into the Explorator fleet before, because, you know, reasons. But, anyway, yeah, so, I don't know how many of the Warhammer 40k streams you usually come to, but, basically we've created a ship, the Expectus Primus, and I've been creating detailed character profiles for everyone on the ship, and including the homeworld, which then we go, you know, into world building, and, anyone, in the chat can name cities, can suggest, you know, roles, can, you know, pop in, say hi, and not do any of that. It's fine too. Ask questions about Warhammer 40k lore if you don't know about 40k lore. I will war dump for 3 hours straight if you don't know about it, so, you know, but I am very happy to do so. So, you know, ask if you're curious. A lot of people have, like, a basic understanding of Warhammer 40k lore, though, so I don't want to repeat too much. But if, you know, if you want to do lore, that's cool too. Toughness. But that's generally how we go. We've been, Darian Acot, which was actually named by, Sig in the chat. We went through all of the world building steps, and, have been working on him, but I forgot to get, the origin path, here, I'll show. It's printed, long ways in the book, because if you had a physical copy of the book, you would physically rotate the book to look at it, but because we don't have a physical copy of the book, what I did is, hang on, just put it out, and, I screenshotted it and rotated it, and I have a little bit of technical skill, not much, mind you, but, yeah, so we had the origin so we basically you pick one from each of these. You go through the list. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, there we go. So you go through and have one from each of the rows apply, and each one has mechanical, is a backstory element that has mechanical implications. So you, and backstory, implications as well. Usually you have to do contiguous. I've been doing a couple of these guys with completely random. What does it say in the book? Here, let me get, where is it? Here we go. For the origin path, it says, one of the goals is, hi! The front story is what happens during the game. That's the front story. The back story is what happened before the game. The front story hasn't happened yet. Unless there's a prophecy, they don't have front stories because the front stories is what's happening. It's the future. Hence, front, forward in the timeline. So unless they go back in time, that you can't have a front story. One of the goals of the origin path system is to simplify character creation. This allows new players to start playing faster and provide shortcuts for players who aren't familiar with the extensive Warhammer 40k setting. I am very familiar with the Warhammer 40k setting. It was a hyperfixation of mine for a couple of years, so I generally am well versed in the lore. The game master should consider allowing players who are comfortable with the setting and have excellent character concept to make some non-adjacent selections in the origin path chart. Another good option for game masters who would like less constrained origin path is to designate a single row as a free choice roll for the entire group. Or selections don't have to be adjacent to the prior and following choices. The fun story with that is what I would do is I would say, okay, you can have what I did for certain players was like, okay, I would broaden it out a little bit. So what I would do was say, okay, for example, if they were Stubjack was there, I would say, okay, you can basically go for the one on either side. So it would basically be anything but chosen by destiny in that case because it's the middle. But like Savant would, get chosen by destiny, zealot. I think that's, I can't, but basically we'd get 5 choices. We get 5 choices instead of just 3. So we kind of brought it out a little bit, but not completely. Basically. Yes. Where is the thing? But yeah, that's something I did. Also, hi Sig! Welcome to the stream. I have a new mic. Do I sound better? That is the big question, because I got... Here, check this out. An honest-to-goodness Yeti mic. The only problem is, it's, uses the same USB port as my dice cam. So okay. So I can't have the dice cam and the Yeti mic at the same time. Excellent. That is good. And eventually I'll get a USB splitter so I can have a dice cam and the Yeti mic going. Then I just have to remember to turn I just have to remember to put the things for the thing. There's a whole, remember I'll have to turn the thing off. So, yes, I know. Well, I need another camera is what I need. If I get a USB splitter and another camera, I can then create a fish cam kind of mounted on the edge of or if I get a better Logitech, what I can do is use that one for the dice cam and then mount the one I have on here. And ideally, I'd get another camera as well for the front facing, so I'm not using this, because the computer camera is not great, but one thing at a time. And one thing I got now is a microphone. So first thing is USB splitter, then I can do the mic and the dice cam, and then go from there. Oh, it's a little small. I mean, they're gonna grow. bigger, hopefully. They're not goldfish, actually. So goldfish grow indefinitely. I don't know about black malls, so they might not get much bigger. I mean, Milo is getting bigger, but he's also very small. Who's young to begin with, so he's growing. But I don't know if McCall is going to get any bigger, and he's not. They're not big enough for a camera mount. You need a very small camera, or because I don't want to hurt them. I know you have vested interest in seeing them die before Amethyst reaches 5th level because reasons, but if there is a waterproof cam small enough that it won't hurt the fish, I'd consider it. Assuming it wasn't too expensive or someone else bought it for me. But there's that. Oh, right, I was doing stats. See, this is what happens, is we get distracted. It's not a bad thing, but we do get distracted. But yes, I know, I bet you a jar of berry. And I actually have... here it is. Nope, that's maple syrup. I have this. This is real homemade berry jam. It says Tim and Molly 2021. So, my parents. So yeah, they sent it home with me, and it is a bet. If the fish die before Amethyst reaches level 5, which, if Amethyst dies and doesn't reach level 5, also is contingent, then you get this jar of jam. If not, you owe me a jar of jam. Which they're gonna be fine. They're doing okay. I got the water clean today. I had to get... They were out of their usual brand of spring water, so I had to buy a different brand, which was more expensive. But also, the last time I bought a different brand of spring water, McVenner died. But it was also the container I had him in, which I smashed because I bad mojo. But, yeah. But, anyway, right, we were doing a thing. I just got distracted. I need to find this. Yes, that's the origin path. Hang on. Characteristics. We're doing characteristics after the origin path, but, just a little wonky. Should be fine. Let's do that. Yeah, and then we scooch. There we go. Now I can see the book, and you guys can see the book, and I can see chat in case you want to say hi. Toughness. Then we got toughness, agility, intelligence, perception. No, that's up. Okay, agility. Yes, alright. No. Hang on. Oh, I screwed that up. Okay. There we go. Boom, boom. Agility, come on. Pen, there we go. Agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, and fellowship. We're gonna need a type up stream at some point. I'm gonna probably start one tomorrow night because we're gonna have to do one of those. I'm having also prosciutto because I work and food. So intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship, right? Okay. So, I'm gonna start rolling the d10s. I think we're gonna use this one. And this one. These two d10s. Since I don't have the dice cam, you're gonna have to trust me on them. But, I'm gonna roll them, here. And read out the results. Here we go. So, we're rolling for weapons. And if you, I know channel points, or vibe points take a little while to build up, but, if you have bits or points, you can... I don't feel pressure to turn in your bits and points for rerolls if you're not that invested in what's going on. Here we go. Ready? 6. That's a 9. And that's a 6. Nice. First You gotta say nice. So 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 25 is 40. 50 plus 25 is 40. Yeah, because 40... 20 plus 25. Yeah, it's 45, so 40. So he's pretty good with the melee weapons. That's not bad. Alright. Here we go. 40. 6 and a 2. That's an 8. 8 plus 15 is... No, 8 plus 25. Sorry, 8 plus 25 is 32. Okay, not a terrible shot. Alright, ready? Proceed to breath. Let's see how it goes. 10 out of 5. That's 15. Also, plus 25 is, also 40. So, he's got some muscle. Oh, we'll have to apply all the, stat tweaks that come from the, This one is Darian Acott, Warhammer 40k. You actually gave him his name. Or Darren, rather. You came up with the name. So, he is a member of the Expectus Primus, one of the refugees from the war that they fought against, a bunch of the Expectus Primus, got dragged into helping a bunch of, a fight against the orcs, that were besieging the planet Beezus, among other planets. He was especially on the planet Beezus because his brother had been, they'd fled their parents, their noble-born parents, and he was working as, like, a loan shark kind of deal on, in one of the cities on Beezus. I don't remember which city yet, but because we were all naming the cities first, and then, the eventual goal there we go. Sorry. Eventual goal is to, I don't know, find someone to play so that we can make it a living, immersive world and have plotlines develop and not just me, you know. But in the meantime, one of these days, we're gonna have the Expectus Primus is gonna come into a port at a planet, and I'm gonna have, you know, shenanigans are gonna ensue. It's gonna be epic. But first, David needs stats. So, that is a 6 and a 1 is 7. 7 plus 25 is 32. K-pop is actually pretty decent, some pretty decent jams. There are quite a few, you know, pretty good musicians in that scene. Alright, ready? Let's see if we get something other than 15 and 7. That's 4 and 4. That's an 8. So it's 33 agility. And mind you, there are a bunch of, like, -5 to willpower, which we haven't rolled yet. But a +10 bonus to formal interactions. Profit factor. +3 to either intelligence or perception, depending on choice. Plus another +3 to perception. No, I like a Hollow Live kind of vibe, or the something like that. Let's see. Ready? Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 7 and 8. So that's 15. Another 15. Okay. Guess that's short-lived. No. I'm watching chat. I'm watching this. I have the prosciutto that I am eating. I have, my brain is wonky. That's it. I'm not focusing on the camera for any particular reason. I'm just trying to. I have the rule book up in front of me, and I can't read it when it's mounted like this. So what I'm doing is opening the PDF, and I have the chat to the side, and the PDF open, which you can see as well. Yeah, that's it. I probably should put, what's that? I probably should do the thing, shouldn't I? Give me a sec. My reason theory, I probably should, I'm putting, I'm gonna bring up Chandler's one. Okay. Good. I'm putting up Chandler's stream on the back burner. And then, yeah, basically I'm putting Chandler's stream up, back burner. Alright. Cool beans. Okay. So, I'm putting, basically to increase. Oh, I see. No, the only thing I have Chandler's stream going, but I put him on mute, and I put me on mute. And, yeah. And I think I fixed the echo on the mic. I'm running out of liquid, but that's good. I'm supposed to have nice sloshy blood for tomorrow, because it is Blood Money Day. So hopefully I actually get that to, go through, and I don't, last time I went before Christmas, it was, what was the technical term? Hemoglobin, was, deferred for low hemoglobin. luckily it was only a day deferral, but I just didn't go back, you know? But all right. Oh yeah, I was trying to do rolls. Intelligence. We got this. Let's see what we got. 1 and 9. 10. Hey, it's not even blood. It's not even Lent yet. It's Ash Wednesday is not for another few months. Actually, I should probably know when that is. Sorry. It's Wednesday, March 2nd. Lent doesn't start until March 2nd. And then you have to go get ashes. And I don't know if we can go get ashes this year because, like, last year and year, I know, but it's good to know the exact days. Ash Wednesday starts on the thing, and you go and you get your, your smear, and mark yourself as a sinner, and then you begin repentance, and then, oh, right, I rolled a 10. Sorry. I'm gonna have to think of something really clever to do for Lent, this year, but, I mean, obviously I'll do sweets, but, I always do sweets every year, but I usually try to do something else as well. Try to, anyway. But what I meant to do was, 10 plus 25 is 35, right? Yes. 10 is also pretty average. Almost entirely an average roll for 2, D10s, so that's pretty cool. Alright. So perception, now, there's a lot of extra perception, so we're gonna get bonus to perception. That's 14. Which is 39. Which is annoyingly frustrating because the bonuses come at the 10s mark. So, the characteristic bonus goes up to +4 at 40. So 39. But we do get a plus 3 to perception. So we're not going to take the other +3. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to put the other +3 to intelligence, which brings it up to 38. Which, it's not great, but we'll do it. Oh, willpower. Unless you think you should, like, max out perception. Well, it's a 7 and a 5. Which is 12. Plus 25 is 30, 37. Okay, 37 for willpower. But that goes down, to 32. Luckily, it doesn't go below 30, because that's when it gets bad. Alright, fellowship. Dang. 5 and a 1 makes 6. Okay. 6 plus 25 is, hang on, 31. Okay, so we got the -5 willpower. Bring down to 32. Then we got +10 bonus on all formal interactions. Went to the profit factor, pure nobility, pure... Could be pure underworld. I kind of want to have him have pure underworld and enemy underworld. That would be an interesting vibe. But, you know, I could also turn it loose on the chat. A few that you are. Then we have a +3 perception, which brings it up to 42. And then another +3. To either intelligence or perception. So basically, we could make his intelligence higher, or we could make his perception even higher. What do you think? I suppose I could roll for it. If we wanted to be very arbitrary. Chat has spoken. Okay, we're bringing it up from a 42 to a 45. That is fair. 45 out of 100. We can raise it even higher, too, because we do got a few boons. But, we got that. But what the peer and enemy things do is essentially if a group of people is your enemy, you have penalties for dealing with them. They often try to kill you. And there are other nasty consequences. If a group is your peer, that means your family or you have an in with that group, which means you can talk the talk, walk the walk, you know. So when you go and talk to the people from this group, you know what you're talking about, you're well vetted, you're like friends of friends, like, you know this sort of people. Now, he gets enemy underworld for his running from Crime Baron backstory bit. Hunted by Crime Baron, which we rolled for. So he gets he gets pure nobility from his noble-born background, and he gets one other peer group, which is dependent on what his family was into and how they got to be rich and powerful. Basically, as a player... Sorry. You have to decide that, theory is you have to decide that, as a player, based on, you know, what you want the backstory to be. But, so I've been thinking about that, which means that's one of the choices we have to make. But, what if his, you do what? Did I say something and I forgot what I said? Remind me of the babe. Sorry. I mean, you don't have to decide, but it would be, you could decide. I mean, you're here in chat and I'm here and I, you know, in theory, is that you get to make decisions. So if you want, you don't have to. If you'd rather see the decision, I can roll for it. Well, let's yeah. Hang on a sec. Let's go back to the thing, and I can roll for it if you'd rather. But I was gonna say when you said you do, I was like, remind me of the babe, and then but you were supposed to finish that, but never mind. Sorry, I'm getting. There's this tin here, and it has a thing, and I'm supposed to be opening the thing to get the there's a technical term. I cannot remember what it is. The sticky part off the seal, so I can get inside the tin, but of cookies. But I having trouble opening it, so no cookies for Lee. For right now, we're gonna put this back here. I actually specifically bought the cookies because the tin was cool. They also had the ones that have the tin that you get that you store sewing supplies in once you finish the cookies. I got this shaped tin instead, so no sewing supplies, but we could store pens in there maybe. Oh, right, we'll roll for it. If that's too much pressure, we'll. Ooh, Chandler's doing really well on golf. Okay. Let us do this then. If you don't want the pressure, we can go boom, 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 boom. Nobleborn. Life on Forge World. Let's see. Hive World, Imperial World. Nobleborn. Let us read through. Sorry. Some things can be taught, others acquired by force or trade. But they are all inconsequential. The only thing that truly matters is the lineage of your blood, the noble worth that flowed in your veins from the day you were born. The high nobility of the Imperium. Oh, sorry. I'll get it to stop beeping if it makes you feel better. There. No more beeping. I have an itchy gums now. I know it's probably uncouth to scratch your gums on stream, but it itches. But my scheme in all this was such that I had a whole scheme that was supposed to be a Anyway. Oh, my scheme in all this was I was going to... Oh. Do you want me to send you, like, a cute picture of a puppy as a message? So the next time you get a message, it'll be a cute picture of a puppy? Because I think I have at least a few cute pictures of a puppy on my phone that I can send. Addie's adorable, and I take as many pictures as I can of her because she is my good girl, and I love her awfully much. In fact, I probably would if I knew where my phone was, but I don't. Which is... Oh, it's under the keyboard. Oh! Did Roy show up? Yes. He probably is trying to get you to watch Mr. Grantler's stream, which I have on mute in the background because I want to support his Twitch, career. Basically, yeah, he has more viewers than I do, honestly. But, that's okay. People like him better. He's more personable, which is fair. Plus, he's actually, playing something instead of just, world building. Intensive world building, which is, But, yeah. All right, hang on. Sorry, I know, Oh, huh. That's interesting. But, I did not know there was any live CNC games going on. Ta-da! I did a thing. I got the what's it to come off the thing, and now I have a tin of cookies that is also sealed on the inside because, you know. But I am gonna I was reading to you from Nobleborn and Thingamabob, and the high nobility of the Imperium are enormously wealthy and powerful elite, a breed apart from the common masses they rule. Many noble houses span the stars, an intricate web of kinship, arranged marriages, and political alliances that ensure the power and influence will ever continue, even if the fortunes of a single world fail. The products of centuries, or even millennia, of tech-assisted breeding and cultured refinement, these noble lineage hold the history of the Imperium itself in their blood. They are the finest humanity has to offer, or so they would have you believe at any rate. Nobility of birth has never been a guarantee of good character, and for every example of true enlightenment or greatness, there exist dozens of capricious, self-absorbed noble scions who prove, by their base failings, that bloodline is no measure of superiority in the Imperium. Worse still than the dissolute killers and petty tyrants are those nobles whose dark inclinations spill over into heresy and other forms of true malignancy, often for no better reason than boredom or sadistic love of power. This last supremely dangerous group are the cause of many imperial woes. In their first breath, those born to high nobility are schooled in the role they must play and how they must play it. Their fine tutelage covers not only the details of history, commerce, and power politics, but an education in the finer points of taste and etiquette. How to wear a mask of one's own choosing, how to give an intended slight, how to curry in met favor, how to defend one's honor, and how to comport oneself are all lessons deeply ingrained. In some great families, these arts have darker nuances yet, such as the correct use of poison, well-executed betrayal, and the employment of assassins. Connected, socially skilled, highly educated, and able to move in high circles of imperial society, those of noble blood are frequently as ruthless as they are cunning and as dangerous as they are well-mannered, making them skilled and subtle members of a rogue raider's retinue. Noble-born characters. Now, this is where we get all the important things that include the whatchamajig with the thingamabob. That is an important, missed the shot. Yes. This is where we get to the good part, as it were. We didn't even have to skip there. You were born into wealth and privilege, educated by tutors and tempered by spiteful intrigues. You know how to move in the high circles of imperial society. You know how to bend others to your will, and you've never been touched by the harsh life endured by common citizens. Spoiled brat, essentially. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once, and it's... There we go. Teeth. Very useful tool. You may be an honorable and faithful soul, well aware of the duties and your station imposes on you, or dissolute apostate rickshaw who cares not for the lowborn. Either way, the risk and the power of a rogue trader's dynasty beckon to you. Characteristic modifiers. -5 willpower, +5 fellowship. Oh! I didn't write down the +5 fellowship. Oh. So it goes from 31 to... Hang on. I might not have written down the... Okay, let's put +5 fellowship for now. I want to check a few things first. There might have been a reason I didn't put it down, and I don't remember what it is. These are vanilla cookies, and they are very tasty, and I wish I could share them with you. Although they do have gluten, so probably a unwise move to eat, and I can't send them through the camera anyway. But starting skills, etiquette, skill them how to comport themselves, and +10 bonus on interaction skill tests when dealing with high authority or informal situations. We have that here. Legacy of wealth. To be born an imperial noble is to inherit a legacy of staggering wealth. Even a scorned Psychon enjoys access to resources beyond the wildest dreams of the toiling masses, which is a +1 to the group's profit factor, which is useful, less useful than that, but supremely connected. Yes, here we go. Nobles have extensive connections, and they know that dropping the right name in a conversation can open more doors than a fistful of thrones. A starting noble-born character begins play with pure nobility talent. Also, reflected his family's power base, he also gains one additional peer from the following list. Academics, Adeptus Mechanicus, Administratum, Astropaths, Ecclesiarchy, Government, Mercantile, Military, or Underworld. That's 9. Okay, so we have a few options. I don't know if I have a D9. I could do a D10 and re-roll the 10. We could pick one of them. You or someone else in the chat, anyone in the chat could decide, hey, let's do Adeptus Mechanicus. And that would change some things. And it could be interesting, you know? Castles and cucumbers. Now that sounds vaguely interesting. Depending on how late you go, they might have to show up and see what it is. Or 7. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. 7 out of 9. Let's read them out. So, 1 is Academics, 2 Adeptus Mechanicus, 3 Administratum, 4 Astropaths, 5 Ecclesiarchy, 6 Government, 7 Mercantile. So, merchant, trading. Okay. That works. Pure mercantile. That's why his brother's a banker. So, because his family ran afoul with the Prime Baron, right? This is an important distinction. His brother took him and... Or... No, his brother... No. Well, actually, it makes sense that he'd have pure mercantile anyway, so... Basically, I had a list. And, it wasn't a chart so much as a list. If you look, here, I'll zoom it in so you can see. The Supremely Connected. You said it was a lot of pressure to choose, so I suggested rolling. And, so nobles have extensive connections, and they know that dropping the right name in a conversation can open more doors than a fistful of thrones. Starting noble-born characters begins to play with pure nobility talent. Also, to reflect his family power base, he also gains 1 additional peer from the following list. Academics, Adeptus Mechanicus, Administratum, Astropaths, Ecclesiarchy, Government, Mercantile, Military, or Underworld. So, when I went back and checked the list, I suggested we could roll from the list. Now, he rolled a 7, so he is now peer with Mercantile, which means he is, connections among bankers and trade and that sort of thing. Ugh, sorry, my binder's showing, which is kind of uncouth. Which is an interesting development. And, yeah. I was trying to figure out if we could roll the D9 or roll the D10, but if you roll the 7, I'm more than happy to pick that one from the list, because it takes the pressure off you from deciding and pressure off me from deciding. Oh, right, I should write down this that he has pure mercantile. So basically he has connections in the banking industry, which actually makes sense because his brother is a freaking moneylender because they ran away from the Prime Baron. This Prime Baron, because of a falling out with their father, they fled this Prime Baron that then led them to the planet Beezus, where his brother used a little bit of the money he'd saved up because wealthy nobles sold off a couple properties, made a lot of money. Use that to start a loan shark business. Well, like payday loans. So like legal, but like gouging interest rates, right? So his brother was doing that, right? On this planet, in this city, and they were making some money, they were vibing, and they were, staying away from the crime boss that wanted it. And then, Orc attack. And then, post-Orc attack, they get caught up with the crew of the Expectus Primus, and now he's on the Expectus Primus. And, all that jazz. Because reasons. Sorry, my eye is itchy. Bum 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 bum. I'm probably gonna eat this entire thing of cookies, but that's okay. But so we have his characteristics figured out. I'm gonna add the +5 fellowship because 36. Oh, I did put +5. No, I put it up there before. Yeah, so we'll just cross it off again. That's cool. Boom. So we get that. Oh, and the toughness. So his wounds is 1 + 2 of the toughness bonus. His toughness is 32. So that's 6, which means he has 7 wounds. Which means he can take 7 injuries before he starts getting actual serious damage. You take too much actual serious damage and you die, essentially. Is the system. So, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. So, he also has Air of Authority, which is a nice little talent. What else we should go and do the thing. So, the way, okay, navigators, prereqs, okay. I'm gonna go for Rogue Trader to the section, it's missionary. I think Rogue Trader was either the first one or the last one, so we're gonna find it. And basically, the theory of missionaries, we got exploradors, which we have quite a few of those on the ship. Know how to do Adeptus Mechanicus. Boom, we can get those guys. That's what explorators look. Oh, that's a servo skull, who are kind of like little pet. Astropath Transcendent. How to be big brain. That's like big brain. Big brain psychic warp powers. We got Arch Militant, which is epic, military, and might look like that. Pictures. We got Rogue Trader. Here we go. So, but I mean, if you can get extra numbers, it's always useful. Oh, yes. So, I feel like that's, probably shouldn't joke about Tourette's, but, it's actually, like, a serious thing, but, anyway, what's the thingamabob with the whatchamajig? Sorry, my eyes are, Rogue Traders. I was going to explain what Rogue Traders, which is useful, to be fair. Oh, right. So, the explanation of how experience points work. So, Rogue Trader is not the only game in that Warhammer 40k game that Fantasy Flight Games made before they lost their licensing rights in 2017. They made a number of games. including one called Dark Heresy, which was an Inquisition. Now, the games are supposed to be interplayable, which means Dark Heresy characters in Warhammer 40k and Rogue Trader characters, and only more characters, which were those from the Imperial Guard, using that rule set, we're all supposed to be able to cross over. In that, the experience system that they came up with says that you begin rank 1 of Rogue Trader with 5,000 experience points that you hypothetically have spent. 4,500 pre-spent and 500 that you can spend as you want. The reason being is that puts you at a high rank, as a rank 5 Inquisition character from Dark Heresy. So if you were playing Dark Heresy and had a character there who aimed okay, that is interesting. I am curious about this. Castles and cucumbers. Okay, chaos and cucumbers. Okay, now I have to look up chaos and cucumbers. Let me do a little research. Oh, but the point I was making about chaos and cucumbers. Cucumber chaos. Candle cocoon. I am not sure. I understand, but I can't find it, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out at some point. Oh, but, oh, hey, we have another viewer, apparently, so welcome to the stream. I'm Lee. If you're not, say hi in the chat. Right. Probably end the stream soon, but, what was I... Oh, my point on all of this was that, in that vein, when you basically have to spend 500 experience points on characteristic advancements, and then you get to, or, upgrading your prosthetics or a few other things, and then what happens then is you get moved up to rank 1, and then you earn experience points by playing, your character and having, killing things and actually doing Rogue Trader stuff, and then when you earn your experience points, you can then spend them on advances. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm cool. Yes, that is good. But what I meant to say about entire... chaos and... Now I'm gonna have to create chaos and cucumbers, aren't I? I'm gonna have to invent this... I'm gonna have to invent it whole cloth or something. We should be re-stealing it back from Trollord Games. They allegedly stole it from... Wow, that would be an interesting thought. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Oh, but what I was trying to explain was that we basically have to spend 500 experience points to get a proper rank 1 character, and then characters would then hypothetically gain experience points by just, doing Rogue Trader things, and then they would be able to spend more of them, and then what happens is then once you spend 500, you go up to rank 1, and you can buy rank 1 advances, this, that, and the other thing, and then as soon as you hit spend enough on rank 1 advances, or more characteristic advances, you can then become rank 2, and then you can start spending stuff on rank 2 advances, in case you want to, get any of these guys, and then, or rank 1 advances, if you want to pop more of those in. And then as you gain more and more, experience points, you get access to higher and higher and advances that you can then procure, if that makes sense. But essentially, every time you pick up an advance, you get a +5 to whatever score it is. So you can get up to +20 in any given skill, if you're willing to spend the experience points. So what I could do is, you could do perception and willpower. And let's do perception boost, right? Because you said, we'll do perception. We'll do perception and ballistic. 250, spend the whole 500. So that make that guns up to 37, because that's a useful skill, and then perception up to 50, because that's how we play this, right? Max perception, see all the things. Which means we have a functional set of stats for this guy, along with a bunch of talents and, cool stuff. And basically, double bogey. Yeah. Oh! Before I forget. Yeah. But I know that. I'm not that bad yet. But first things first is I have to remember to remind you that because the Relentless Rebels were nice enough to make me, I think the technical term is brand ambassador. Basically, they're sponsoring me, and they gave me this super secret code to give you. Not super secret, but basically gives you 20% off. So if you want to get jewelry, like cool, manly Valhalla Viking jewelry, which is like a vibe, or like other cool nerdy stuff like skulls, and they have this one that's this poker necklace. I kind of want to get that one actually for myself. They have an anchor on a chain, which is like, fun vibes, cool nerdy manly vibes. Go for that. Relentless Rebels, they're good company. They're decently priced for what it is, and you can get 20% off. And that includes 20%. They fold the cost of shipping into the cost of the things, so you don't have to worry about paying that separately. It does take a little while. Customs is a bitch, and they're in Europe. But, still pretty cool. So if you're patient, don't mind waiting for cool stuff. There's a skull on top of the golf ball. Okay. Then it's worth doing. So, I should probably write down. Okay, hang on. Let me check something real quick, because we had. I got grid. I don't know how to take the grid off. Basically, I put a grid up on my. Don't save. No, I don't care. I basically got a grid put up on my paint screen. Hang on, I'll open it up. And I don't know what to do about it. So we no, that's gray hot. All right, I don't know what that is, but we'll leave it for later. Rules we had. It was up here somewhere. We had. Here we go. Found it. There we go. Oh yes, my Discord. Also, for those who are not on my Discord, I noticed when I give live, there's the code for the jewelry in case you miss it. There's an explanation of what the deal with the flag is. There's all sorts of cool stuff there. And all you got to do is follow the link in the and it is blah 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 with the thingamabob with the. All you gotta do is click the link and pop in and say hi. It's pretty cool actually. It's a fun vibe. I'm trying to make it cooler and share more memes and just make it more fun. We're working on that. But for now it's kind of, it's growing. So on the Discord, follow me too on follow and sub and all that jazz. Would be appreciated. Yeah. Also, I got Twitch and YouTube to start talking to each other again. So if you miss a stream, you can go up on YouTube and get it, which is cool. I don't know. I don't have an OnlyFans or Facebook. Instagram is. That's the Instagram if you want to go and look at. It's just pictures of pretty dice that I have stopped updating. I did a couple poems actually, but yeah, I do have an Instagram. Twitch is this one, you know it here, and that's the only of those. That is the only one I have. I do have, if you are so inclined toward that. Okay, yes, we did the thing with the thing. All right. God, I wish I had a cucumber to trade. I do wish I'd had a cucumber to trade. Okay. On that note, you're going to. I could grow it in actually. You can do that. That's a thing you can do. I just need to get the right gel from the dog, and you have to get the prescription, and she won't do it until I talk to the psychiatrist. But anyway, that's a thingamabob. Whatchamajig? Alright. Plan B is the reason I brought up the bees in general was I was trying to figure out a city. If I name a few cities, I could you know what? We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do something which I think is a little controversial. Symposium. Yeah, we're putting him. Brother. Yes, we're gonna put him in Symposium. That's the city which you guys named because I was being a simp on camera and you were like, so I said fine. I'll name one of the cities after I'll take one of the cities as Symposium, and we did, and then. This is an important because reasons. Okay, so not him. Yes, this one. Spent formative teenage years. Okay. Concombra. Okay. You know what? We'll name one of those cities. Let's put which one? Which city? Concombra. Why don't we give it to this one? Alright. Alright. Renamed. Yeah. Okay. But he's teenage years in the city of Symposium. The planet. Bezus. Okay. Okay. Well, alright, here's the last bit of world building we're doing for today. And then hit save. basically you just named a city, which is cool. I am going to do a thing. We're gonna do a thing. All right, tomorrow, same time, same bat time, same bat place. 11 Raymond for 11. I'll let you know if I can get on sooner, if I get back from work sooner. Oh, that's a good one. Hang on. Basically, we fine. We're gonna name 2 of the cities, but that one doesn't get a major city. It's that one. Yeah, it's the purple. That one gets. Oh. All right. No more naming cities. We're going to bed. Oh. Thank you, though, for coming to the stream, for naming the cities, for being cool, for being awesome. All of you, those in the chat, Sig, and everyone else who didn't chat, who is still kind of cool. I mean, I am a linguist, to be fair. I never got my master's, so I'm not, a skilled, but I did study linguistics. That was my thing. I mean, we only have 2 so far, and some interesting ones, other ones. It'd be interesting to get a linguist take, because I used to do, conlangs and stuff for myself personally, but right now, I need bed. So what we're gonna do, I probably should take a shower too. I'm doing the morning. Alright, maybe more next time. On Thursday, we can, tell you what, come up with a list. On Thursday, we'll put some of them in. We'll have like a couple. That'll be a thing on the planet Beezus. But for now, bed. Tomorrow, we're doing more aquatic dwarves and typing. And then late night. And then Tuesday, vibe. You have a good night as well. And all of you, hang tight. Have a good week. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow or Thursday during the day or, Friday or whenever you guys get a chance to pop by. I always appreciate it. Alright. Rating. We are rating Mr. Grantler because he is friend of channel. So we will go raid friend of channel. It might just be me. I would appreciate it if you pop with, but you don't have to. Okay. I guess we're only 2. Night. No. Hot dog, hot dog.